This is my new cordless vacuum. I actually got rid of my Dyson V8 and I'm giving this Hoover Air cordless lift a try. You have a battery pack that goes in the bottom. Still 2 bars in this battery. Batteries click into place easy. Especially when you have 2 hands free. This claims to have wind tunnel 2 technology. When the bin comes off, this little handle is spring loaded, and that's where your filter goes. I've used this machine a little bit. You can see a slight color difference on the filter, but it's definitely not the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. One thing I do like about on this bin is these little fingers here, because it'll actually catch the dirt and kind of ball it up instead of letting it swirl around and scratch the bin as much. So I actually think that's very beneficial. All nice and clean yet. You do have a carrying handle up here, and this button you use to use it in lift-off mode. This button lets you release the handle, which is also the wand. You release the hose right here by using that little clip. The tool that I have on this machine is the 2-in-1 tool, which isn't a bad tool. The bristles are long and fairly soft, so they do a nice job. You know, they're fairly delicate bristles. Stick that back on. There is a carrying handle back here. It's kind of small, but the machine's pretty light, so I mean you can get a nice grip and it works well. The hose is a fairly decent length on this. It is a stretch hose. It will stretch out several feet. It'll even go farther than that. But you don't really need to worry about that, because you do have the extension wand, and this is a lift-off vacuum, so it's meant to be carried around with you more. I'll show you the controls quick. You have your normal power switch. You have a boost mode, which is like max on a Dyson cordless, with it just giving you a little bit more power. And then this is your brush roll on-off button. You have a little bit of gripping built into the handle. I think it's a pretty machine. I like the silver and blue color combination. You do have a headlight on this. The bristles on the brush roll are actually fairly stiff. I don't have much carpeting, so I can't really test it out that well, but I would, you can see it got some nasty stuff there. I would assume this is going to do a very good job on carpet. The bristles protrude out a little bit past the base plate. They're fairly stiff. You have edge cleaning bristles on both sides. Even on this side where the belt is, it's not, you know, it's not that big and doesn't take up that much of the cleaning width. And you do have a fairly nice, you know, close edge cleaning on this side. It's nice that the bottom's clear and you can see the motor and see all the inner workings of it. You can just unclip this base plate, take it off easily. I do like that it has a cleaning strip, or like a sealing strip, to help clean hard flooring a lot better. The wheels seem fairly solid. Have a nice metal axle in there. They are rubber coated. These are rubber coated as well, so you know it's not going to scratch your hard flooring up. I decided to get the lift model because that one has the boost mode, which I thought would be nice to have in case this thing doesn't have, you know, tons of power. But it's actually not that bad. Here's your charger that you get with it. You get 2 batteries actually with this machine. So I have one in it. There's the second. You also get a spare washable filter, which is nice because, you know, if you have one that gets dirty really quick somehow, or if you have one that you washed and is drying, you can pop the other one in and still keep cleaning and not have to have the machine, you know, down and not working. You get this nice articulating dusting brush. It has 2 pivot points of articulation. Nice soft bristles again. Makes a nice dusting brush. Could do it like that, to do like on top of your ceiling fans or bookshelves or anything like that. You can do it in any configuration. Very nice little attachment. And then I've never seen this really advertised or listed, but this came standard with the model that I got. It's actually a fairly thick and nice solid plastic, and it has like these little rubber like teeth on it, so that should actually help remove pet hair. So this, I've used this. This is a decent little upholstery brush. I've used it on the one dog bed. So far I really like this machine. I'm really happy that I got an upholstery brush, because the articulating dusting brush and then the 2-in-1 crevice duster, I mean, you don't really have anything for cleaning upholstery. So I put down some rice, and I want to try and see how well this machine will pick it up in regular mode without the brush roll on. Just straight suction. The headlights are nice and bright. Alright, that actually seemed to do pretty well. It picked it up without too much effort. The reason why I went kind of all around is when I dropped it on the floor, the rice kind of bounced and went all over the place. But, I mean, this machine really did well. That was just on normal mode. And you can see where the little fingers kind of help deposit the debris on the bottom and keep them in place at the bottom, and don't let them just, you know, twirl around the bin. And one other thing that I like is when you go to empty this, whereas with my Dyson V8, you know, since it emptied from the bottom and it was fairly, you know, it was fairly a wide machine, I couldn't like stick it far down in the trash can to try and contain the dirt more. Whereas this one, I can empty it down low and kind of release it slow, the bottom of the bin slowly. That way, it's not spewing as much dust, because I would get dirt all over the inside of this trash can, which drove me nuts. So I think this is actually a lot cleaner to empty. One thing to mention is the swivel steering on this works extremely well. I was trying to illustrate that when I was vacuuming. I should have pointed that out before I started, but you can see this is much smoother and a lot better than like a Dyson ball upright. It works extremely well. I was very happy with the swivel steering on it. That's all you got to do to put it in lift off mode. And the nice thing is your tool goes along with you. It stays on the main canister of the vacuum. And then you have your wand / handle. Hook this on quick. And this only has one spot that it hooks onto on the hose, but it's nice because it's a click fit, so it's not going to just fall off partway through using it. So you can pick your canister up, then put an attachment on, go clean whatever. You don't have to use the wand if you don't want to. But I actually found this, you know, really useful. I've cleaned my couch with it. I think it works very well. And one other thing is, kind of like on a pneumatic Henry, where they kind of put this on like a taper, so it's angled that, you know, if you just want to pick up something really quick, you know, you can. The nice thing is the boost button lights up when you use it, so you know if you're in boost or not. So far, I really like this vacuum. I'm very, very pleased with it. I think Hoover did a great job designing it, and I think, you know, the quality of it seems very well. I mean, the canister's a nice thick plastic. Everything's good and secure. I mean, this handle's really solid. The base seems to be made very well. I don't really have any complaints. I'll be doing some more videos in the future of this, so stay tuned for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.